Welcome back to day number 1 of X Games Los Angeles, the first of 4 days of fun here in LA. And you're looking at the floor of the Staples Center, where tonight we have Moto X Best Whip, and we're going to have Moto X Freestyle coming up in just a little while.
Check it out. Vicky Golden bringing the heat, Best Whip competitor. She is the first woman ever in a Moto X individual competition in freestyle to go against the men. In fact, the last time a woman went head-to-head with the men in any individual sport, Fabiola da Silva in aggressive inline in 2004.
Well, let's see how Vicky can do. And you, the fans at home, actually decide this. You tweet to vote for your Ford fan favorite by tweeting the rider you think should win to hashtag X Games Whip, and then add the last name of the rider. You see the riders there on the screen. Well, let's meet all of our riders here at Best Whip. We're going to go down to the floor, and our announcer, Brad J.
Well, first up, a two-time X Games racing champ, the first woman to compete in an X Games Moto X freestyle event, doing it for the militia. Much respect for the Golden Girl, Vicky Golden. To vote for Vicky, tweet hashtag X Games Whip Golden. And Vicky getting out there, showing you our first woman to get in the mix here for Best Whip. And our next rider has more X Games medals than anyone in the field. A total of 16 from Glendale, Arizona on a Honda. Much respect for Nate, the Destroyer Adams. And if you're going to vote for Nate, you know what to do. Hashtag X Games Whip Adams, just like that. Next up, competing in his 5th X Games, he's a stunt rider for the James Bond movie Skyfall. From Australia, rider for KTM. Get loud and proud for Robbie Madison. And the Aussies breaking out their play. Are they getting him up there? There we go. The Aussie flag showing up. And here comes Mato. You gonna vote for Mato? Tweet hashtag X Games Whip. Last name Madison. Oh, I know we got some Josh Hansen fans out there. And next up, those riders are 6-time Moto X medals with 2 bronzes this year in Best Whip. From Murrieta, California, riding a Suzuki. Make some noise for Josh Hansen. And you're going to vote for Josh. Hashtag X Games Whip Hansen. Taking that thing almost to flat. That's Josh Hansen. Fresh off a silver medal in Munich and a gold medal in Barcelona, both in Best Whip, hailing from Spain. On a Yamaha, how about a big X Games welcome for Edgar Torres? To vote for Edgar, hashtag X Games Whip Torres. And our next rider really needs no introduction, but we're going to drop one anyways. He owns 13 X Games medals from 5 different moto disciplines. Fresh off a gold medal in Munich on a Honda. You're defending gold medals from last year. Let's hear it for Jeremy Twitch Stenberg. And to vote for Jeremy, it's hashtag X Games Whip Stenberg. Staples Center, put your hands together. Those are the guys right there and ladies ready to do battle for your Best Whip final here live from the Staples Center.
Well, good work there from Brad J, getting them all introduced, set up there. Look at this, the Twitter stats for how many followers these people have, Cameron.
Absolutely, and you know, Vicky needs a little help here, but I think help is kind of the key word here because, you know, Stenberg has a big downline with Travis Barker in the music industry. You know, Moto could maybe lean on his teammate Scheckler. Yeah. Tornteras has his whole crew. So, you know, it's not just the athletes downline, I don't think. But remember, it's up to you, the fan at home. Vicky Golden's going to get it started. 75-foot ramp hit.
And here we come. Nate Adams whipping that Honda out.
Oh, wow.
Moto showing how it's done. And Hanny almost upside down.
Torrent-Terrace bringing the heat.
Really upside
down.
down.
I think he was upside down. Here's the thing, folks. It's called best whip. Basically, you got to hang it out as far as you can, and then you can mix in some variations. You can't do upside down tricks, but look at Vicky Golden.
Nice turn down whip there from Vicky.
So watch, if you want to be technical about it like a judge might be, you want to see if they whip to the right, they whip to the left. There we saw Moto go both directions already. So you want to see what they do on the bike, how they invert it, how far they throw it out. There's so many different variations. And then you plug on a little exclamation point like Edgar does.
And the great thing about Edgar Torrent-Terrace, you watch this guy, he is such an amazing showman. And he really does put on a show for everybody.
Well, pure showman status, I think, is a great way to talk about Edgar Torrent-Terrace. You know, natural ability. Jeremy Twitch Stenberg, one of the finest I have ever seen, and he's been competing in the X Games since
look at this.
99. And look at this.
Are voting
the
for
ladies.
Vicky Golden. The ladies are speaking.
Hey, bring it on. However you guys want to do it. If it's going to be the ladies voting for the lady, if it's going to be the pure freestylers voting for Adams, you know, the people that have seen Robbie Madison do all his incredible jumps and the things that he has done. I mean, you pick it, people. Now Stenberg up there. So Twitch with the big move.
But remember, folks, you at home, you decide who wins this one. Tweet to vote your Ford fan favorite. You tweet the rider you think should win. It's hashtag XGamesWhip, and then just add the last name of the rider. So you're the judges of this one. Not Cameron and I, not the judges in the stand for freestyle coming up, but you. So tweet it now.
Nice, and Twitch claiming it with the gold parts on the bike, the gold plastic. You gotta love it. Got so much style.
Oh, look at this. Summer Sanders sending lots of luck to @VG214 and tonight's X Games Moto SP. The amazing thing is a lot of these guys play a very smart game, and they know that they can get their friends to really motor this along. Wow. Torrent-Terrace can throw that bike around like nobody else.
Well, we talked about it. If you're gonna, I mean, how's that style? If you're gonna talk about pure whip ability, obviously Stenberg, Torrent-Terrace, and I would say at this point Madison rising up, Hansen in there as well, and Nate Adams, who we're gonna see in freestyle a little bit later.
And great to see Moto back at X Games here. I know he's been working really hard on those whips too, and I love that stalled out opposite whip there that Josh Hansen just did. We saw that, I think the first time was in Barcelona, and we actually thought Jeremy Stenberg had made a really bad mistake. But three distinct styles of whips here. See that kind of stalled whip. They do the turn down where the back wheel comes around, but the bike is more upright, and there you saw Vicky executing that nice flat style whip. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
I remember a couple years ago when Vicky was getting ready for the X Games. I actually saw her out at Paula riding the ramps with the guys. With Stenberg was there, and I was like, wow, I'm really impressed. Oh!
How did he bring that back?
Whoa, that's probably, that might be the heaviest one that we've seen so far. Josh Hansen, a.k.a. Little Handy. Sometimes it just looks like they're going to go all the way around for a 360. I think the number 100 of Hansen knows he really tempted the edge there. He pushed it to the edge.
He went way down that landing too, and was still a little bit sideways on the landing. Had to really power his way out of it. So under 2 minutes left here. Stenberg currently has the lead over Vicky Golden, and then it's Hanny and Madison that are sitting there for that third spot. Remember, tweet to vote. The Ford fan favorite, you tweet hashtag XGamesWhip and the name of the rider. Hashtag XGamesWhip plus the name for the Ford fan favorite. You at home decide who wins this one.
There's Twitch. Stenberg getting it done. Right now he is holding a slight margin on Vicky Gold. This is a dogfight, really. I mean, it is fluctuating. It could be Gold. It could be Stenberg. Hansen right in there as well. I'm really impressed with what I saw from little Hanny, and really, I mean, everybody tonight has been throwing. Oh, Hansen! The crowd,
you can hear the crowd in the stable just going nuts for that. And then he's followed by Torrent-Terrace, almost coming off the side of the landing.
Well, Torrent-Terrace has 1 gold so far this season. You know how hard it is to repeat.
Oh, look at this. Stenberg, oh, it's fluctuating up and down. Golden is really chasing Jeremy Stenberg. And then Hanny has jumped up into the 20+% range.
Well, I think that if I was going to be surprised with skill, there really isn't anybody I'm overly surprised with, because we know they all have the skill, but really Vicky Golden has really stepped in and shined here.
She is holding her own with the boys.
21 years of age from Menifee, California.
Look how close this is right now. Remember, hashtag XGamesWhip plus the name of the rider. There goes Vicky Golden again. Absolutely fantastic riding from Golden. And Hanny has now crept into the lead. Look at that. Josh Hansen jumped up to 33%. The voting is coming fast and furious here, folks.
Hansen up top. The boys having fun together. That's Hansen and Torrent-Terrace. Here's Stenberg with the traditional whip. That anti-whip or twitch whip that we see him do, Josh Hansen really has that dialed in well.
I really enjoy watching that thing, because the way they get to stall is absolutely unbelievable. So here we see the votes for Hansen are just jumping up there. This is a dogfight all of the way to the finish. And there's Robbie Madison. And let's take a look at a couple of the highlights here on this. Vicky Golden, Cameron. Look at this, really holding her own against the boys.
Getting the bike flat to start, then sideways. Love the pink boots. Gotta say, she's claiming it pretty hard. Here's Nate Adams, one of the perennial favorites, of course, in freestyle, and the most decorated freestyle athlete of all time.
Super flat whip there here. Woo! Mato doing that turn down. Look how far he gets the bike around, too, and just spotting the landing.
I'm a little nervous to watch this one.
Oh, where's the bike going, Josh Hansen? Wow. And then upside down, tweaks his head around. I love watching Torrent-Terrace ride.
Sometimes I have to wonder how they don't go around in a 360. Here's Twitch
with the gold
Jeremy
bike.
Stenberg.
Wow, will he make it? There's still time to vote. Your Ford fan favorite, hashtag XGamesWhip plus the last name of the rider. We will give you the results when we come back to X Games Los Angeles. And there she is, Vicky Golden, the first woman to ever compete in a Moto X competition here at X Games.
Whip ability, obviously Stenberg.
And she did just an amazing job against the boys, was the leader for a little while. And look at that, fantastic whip style, Cameron.
Absolutely, I agree, I'm impressed. Very solid performance. Some people are saying, well, Vicky Golden, really? And I'm saying, yeah, really, for sure.
Yeah, she showed that she deserved to be in there. Well, everyone, the polls are officially closed for the Ford fan favorite. You, the fans at home, have spoken, and, drumroll please, the Ford fan favorite is, well, there it is, Josh Hansen.
Yeah,
absolutely giant win for Josh Hansen, and he's down with Jordan Whitley. Jordan.
All right, well, I was trying to give Josh a minute to celebrate this moment. Congratulations, he just found out right now. Josh has 2 bronzes. He's been working it, finally getting the gold medal here for best whip.
Well, he looks like he's pretty happy down there. And
well, it's his 4th medal this year.
Yeah.
He missed Munich. I mean, so solid performances.
But I mean, his whips were absolutely insane looking. I don't know how he managed to bring this one back. Whoa. Look at that landing, so far down the bottom of the landing.
I think Hansen might prefer this at 85 feet versus 75 feet, but Josh Hansen with an unbelievable performance.
Well, fantastic time here at Best Whip. You got freestyle coming up, but right now, let's check in with Ramona Bruland.
Well,